Hi, I'm John Burrell. This week on the High Adventure Journal, we're off to Patagonia and Estancia Tipaluque. Many of you may know Tipaluque. It's our world-renowned free-range stag hunting operation. With that being said, Tipaluque's reputation was built in the fly fishing world. Ask any discriminating fisherman around the world and they're going to know about Tipaluque. Well, we had just sent one stag hunting group home and we're expecting another group the following day. Kevin looks at me and says, grab your waders and your rod. And it doesn't take much encouragement to get me fishing with my buddy on the Chimney Wind. Kevin had tied on a tiny little green gnat, a number 18 fly that he'd just gotten off the plane from Kenya, had made several casts. At the very bottom of my last drift, I can't even see the fly, I just feel a take and I set the hook. Immediately, I could feel this fish had some substance to it, and within a couple of minutes, I knew this was the biggest trout of my life. When Kevin sees the size of this fish, his whole attitude changes. He knows it's one of the biggest fishes of the year at Tipaluque, and when I thought I had it tired, it made another strong run, and it took us 10 or 15 minutes to get this fish to the net. When this fish came in, he was just an absolute pig. It's not so much the length of this fish that made it so big, but its girth. I mean, when we pick this fish up and we're holding it, her belly spilling over on both sides, just an absolute monster wild brown trout from one of the premier rivers in Patagonia.